hot water, sun, beach, done. Whatever has that is my dream.
Thank you. Lovely input, honey buns. No. Oh, actually, that's pretty. Salam alaikum. I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the love you showed at my last video. For those who don't know, if you're new here, hi, my name is Sheikha. I just do a bunch of things on this channel. You guys always have so many questions for me, so I thought that why not just answer them here. I did a thing where I asked you on Instagram to just ask me anything. Okay, so this first question I don't understand, but I want to get married in Norway. Is there easy to find a Muslim girl there? First of all, sir, I'm not a matchmaking website. Please stop. How cute is this scarf from Hijab Hus? How did you respond to people in public who saw you for the first time as a Muslim hijabi? This is actually so funny because at the time, like right after I started to wear it full time, I had moved back home to the town where I grew up to live with my mom. And I remember this one day I was at the mall because it's a small town in Norway and there's one mall and everyone kind of knows everybody, and I grew up like being a singer, performing, just being super out there. Yeah, and then I moved away to go to acting school, so everyone knew me as this like artist, performer, whatever. So when I noticed that I saw people that I recognized, but I was like, okay, I had such anxiety to like acknowledge their existence, so they would like walk past me, and this happened 3 times in one day. People like, I could hear them gasp after they had walked past me and be like, oh, that was her! When people that knew me first saw me in it, everyone complimented me. It was like, oh, you look so pretty in that, blah blah blah, you're meant to wear it. And the non-Muslims also was super supportive, and one of the most supportive people were actually my childhood girlfriend group, who are all like Norwegian, non-Muslim, and they came to my house. They showed so much love and support, and I'm thankful to have them. We've been friends since we were, what, 9 years old. Oh yeah, there's a part 2 to that question. Mainly those who've known you from your life before reverting. Yeah, I think I just answered that question. Do you have any tips on how to concentrate better during prayer? Well, I just always say this to whoever asks me this question. Try to say your salat, everything that you say it slowly. Articulate, enunciate. Make sure your tajweed is on fleek. Most importantly, treat it as a conversation. You know how when you really need to talk to somebody and you go to that person that is like your go-to talk to person, and then you just say everything that's in your heart to get it out and for that person to, you know, give you some love or whatever. Treat each prayer as if it's the conversation of your life that you need to have right now, because who is going to understand you more than the one who made you? We have so many distractions and waswas every single day, so when we are on the prayer mat, we shouldn't just be there and let things happen automatically, because then we don't really get anything out of prayer spiritually. So really think about what you're saying, every single word by word. And sometimes I catch myself doing it, subhanallah, and then I think of the words that I'm saying, every single thing. What does it mean? Who am I standing in front of? As soon as my mind goes back to that, I'm like shivering, like I want to cry. I'm like, subhanallah. It just blows my mind every single time, and I'm so thankful. So yeah, just everything I just said, try and think of that. How we can teach our new generation kids about hijab and Islam with Netflix and fitna. Okay, this is absolutely so legit. And I'm like stressing already over kids, because the one dua that I always make now, being married and essentially being ready for kids whenever Allah wants to bless us with that, just pray to have righteous children. Children who are going to remind us of the deen, who are going to be the coolness of our eyes. And I truly believe it's up to us, because I'm about to drop some gems. So everybody listen up. If you're just listening to this video and doing something else, pause. Let's have a moment. We have so many cultures. It's important to leave the culture out of things and just focus straightly on the deen. The misguiding that our parents' generation did, let's not do that. Let's not bring that forward to our kids and their kids and so on and so forth. I'm sure our parents did the best that they could with what they had. We know better. We should do better. What we should do is we should really focus on what the Sunnah and what the Quran teaches us about our religion, instead of putting in our own 2 cents with our cultural influences. That caused a lot of us to stray. So let's not repeat that same cycle. When your kids see what you do, they most likely are prone to mimic that and to also do those things. If, for example, I remember when I was a kid, every single grown-up around me were smoking cigarettes and drinking. Growing up, I saw like all my cousins one by one also like starting to do that when they reached a certain age. So I was already pre-positioned to, when I get to a certain age, I'm also going to do that. That's how the mind of the kid works, because environment has so much to say. If we're just like going to tell our kids, no, you can't do this, no, you can't do that, and just make the deen look like something negative and that everything is haram, then that's not going to be attractive to them. But when you beautify the deen and show them that it opens doors rather than to make everything prohibited for them, that's when they're going to fall in love with the deen, just how you hopefully fell in love with the deen. So inshallah, let's just try and do that. At the end of the day, we have to make so much dua for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us righteous children, and may Allah make our children the coolness of our eyes. Ameen. Okay, so this one is in Norwegian, but I'm going to translate it. What is your dream destination? Just imagine opening your eyes every single day and seeing the Kaaba. Just imagine that. I could cry right now. Just imagine every single morning for Fajr that you hear the live adhan from Mecca. Think about that. That's my dream destination. I'm going to ask my husband, baby, can you come here? Hi. Can you just read this real quick? Dream destination.
Hot water, sun, beach, done. Whatever has that is my dream.
Thank you. Lovely input, honey buns. No. Oh, actually, that's pretty. I feel so insecure and not beautiful. Can you give me some advice on how to be more confident and feel? I think there's a second part. Beautiful. Who told you that you're not beautiful? Like, who is to decide whether you are beautiful or not? And what do you define as beautiful? Because for me, when I came to Islam, I had to redefine what beautiful means to me. Because before that, I would define beauty as what my eyes can see. What I look like, what I wear, how my hair is, how my this is, how my that is. But after I accepted Islam, I realized something that my mom actually told me my whole entire life. She said, physical beauty is nothing, but what is inside a person will determine what your beauty looks like, basically, and how beautiful you are. And I think that if you truly look into yourself and find qualities and things about you that you love, that you find to be beautiful, then whatever's out here does not matter. Then you're just going to shine like the diamond you are anyway, sis. Like, for real. Don't put yourself down. The world is filled with people who want to put us down. Don't do it to yourself. Oh, this is a good one. The first thing you learned about Islam. Well, for me, it was straight from Jahiliyyah and nothing to I was standing on a prayer mat and repeating what I was hearing, that was salat, and I was saying the words that I was hearing. Word by word by word by word. And right after that, I was told that whatever sin that I've done in my past was now wiped away. Better yet, all my bad deeds and sins were now turned into good deeds, because Allah is so merciful and He is so forgiving. He is the most merciful and forgiving. And that's just a concept that you and I cannot grasp, because that's not a attribute that we have. But only Allah possesses that attribute. And subhanallah, like, I can't even wrap my head around how merciful Allah is. And that was the first thing I learned about Islam, was the mercy of Allah. How do you organize your day to pray and to wake up for Fajr? This is a awesome question and I love it. You have to plan your day around prayer. There's no way around it. You're going to miss your prayers if you do not follow these very steps that I'm about to break down for you. If you know that you're going to go out, make sure that you do not leave your house with something that you cannot pray in. Make sure you're properly covered to be able to pray. Make sure you always have your wudu when you are out. If you lose your wudu, make sure that you are not wearing makeup so that you can go and make your wudu again. And waking up for Fajr is really something that it varies from what time of year it is. From whether it's like scorching hot summer or if it's winter, it varies and your body adapts. And make the intention clear in your heart and soul and put a million alarms. If that's what you gotta do that. It's our first victory against the shaitan of the day. Don't you want shaitan to cry? A really good tip. If you have like girlfriends or someone in your family, your cousins or something that you're really close with, y'all should make like a WhatsApp group and like motivate each other about prayer and like call each other for Fajr and wake each other for Fajr. Do you support abortion? First of all, I think this question is a little bit shady because it's not about what I support. I support what Islam says about the matter. Hey girl, what's your origin? Salam from Turkey. I am Kurdish. My parents immigrated to Norway from Kurdistan in the 80s. I'm proud to be Kurd, and shout out to my Turks out there. Peace and love. How many languages do you speak? Kurdish, Norwegian, Swedish, English, Albanian, basic Spanish, and Arabic. Do you plan on traveling back home with Muhammad? I am home. Do you mean like to the country that my parents came from? Because that's not like, that's never been my home. This is my home. I wanna go on holiday there. I wanna show him the beautiful country. I think we'll do that like after we have children, inshallah. Guys, that was it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, why not? Okay? Can you please subscribe and continue to write me, and I will always answer your comments. See you on the next one. Assalamu alaikum. And that was all we had for now. Let us know what more content you guys want down in the comment section, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to our channel if you already haven't. Love you guys so much. Thank you for your support. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.